Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Best Conversations Podcast, episode 78. Major love to Press Play Studios. That's where we at. That's who holds me down. And today we got a hip hop journalist in the building. Um, always, always good to hear from the young people because us old heads get in our ways a little bit sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always good to get the youth in here. I met this young lady through Shakira. Well, a while ago. I think it was like the 50th, at my 50th episode.
Yeah, that was the one you interviewed her, right?
I think I had the 50th episode in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shakira runs up to me and says, I got an intern. I'm popping. I was like, all right, baby G. I was like, all right. So anyway, everybody out there, welcome to the podcast. We've been trying to make this happen for a while. Baby G.
Hello, nice to meet everyone. I'm glad to be here.
What's up, baby G?
Nothing.
Hip hop journalist.
Yeah, I would consider myself a culture journalist.
Culture journalist.
Yeah.
Let's get it right. Culture journalist.
Because hip hop is a part of the culture, and I like to stand for the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when it comes to my journalism work, I try to make sure people know that it's not just about the music.
Right.
It's also about the culture, and me being black and everything. That's what we stand for.
Right. Hip cultural journalist. Let's dive into why you wanted to decide to be a journalist. Because that's not that's kind of a lost art right now, like journalism, writing, all that type of stuff. Like,
Well, me, I already knew when I was probably in middle school, I was like, I'm gonna be a journalist.
Okay.
But when I got to high school, it changed because my parents was like, you need to do this, you need to get a good job, you need to retire, and I was just like, okay. So I thought I wanted to be a nurse, and then I was like, nah, I don't want to do this. So I finally changed my major back my freshman year. Well, really my freshman / sophomore year of college to communications, and that's when I realized I'm good at writing. I see how I want to do things because I started writing for the school newspaper here, in Fayetteville, FSU, where I'm the editor in chief now. So yes, editor in chief.
Editor in
You already
chief.
know.
That is dope.
Yeah.
That is dope.
I worked my way up, but still, it's a great accomplishment. But I really found my passion when I met Shakira because, like I said, she's views from the Ville. People didn't know, but whenever I came across her page, I was the one to reach out to her and be like, "Yo, can I intern for you? Because this is what I want to do." And of course, her platform is more promotional, but still, it was the fact that she was promoting the culture. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I could do this, but do it the way I want to do it, which I'm good at writing. So why not promote the culture through writing? Right. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna be a journalist to do, put on for the culture, write, because like you said, it's like a lost art because there's not really that many black writers that I've seen, especially female.
Right.
So I was like, I just want to change the dynamic because I tell a lot of people I wouldn't even be in positions without Shakira. Like I wouldn't be on this podcast talking to you without Views from the Ville, without Shakira. Like every time. So every time y'all see me, y'all see her. You know what I'm saying? I just appreciate her every time I give her props. But I wouldn't even be who I am really without meeting her. So I'm just appreciative that she helped me find my passion.
Wow. Salute to Shakira for
2 times.
2 times, absolutely. When you first ran across the Views from the Ville, what was your thoughts? Like what what made it different from anything else that was out there?
Because it was so raw and real. Like you see, a lot of platforms that might promote stuff, but it's always or edited or it's always put to a certain dynamic or a certain standard. I like her because it was any and everybody, just as long as they was doing something positive. I mean, every now and then we got the little, drama stuff, but that's what keep
her page get flagged a few times.
Yeah, that's what keep it spicy, but still, in general, I like because she was making it raw, uncut, and basically putting everybody on. Didn't matter who it was.
Yeah.
Instead of picking and choosing who I'm gonna put on my page, she was just like, if you're doing something good,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I just really wanted to be a part of that because it don't really, it really don't matter what you do as long as it's positive or as long as it's something worth like put exposing. She is there to put you on. So
Gotcha.
that's why I kind of was drawn to her page.
And when you hit her and you asked the intern for you, did she get back to you immediately, or was it?
Yeah, she actually did. Well, I didn't even know Shakira was Shakira until I met her in person. I thought it was a dude that ran the page.
Oh, really?
I was like, I was professional, but I still was in my mind. I'm talking to a guy. So whenever I was like reaching out, I tried to sound like exactly. I knew what I was talking about because you know men. So I was like, yeah, I want to do this. I'm at FSU, yada 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 yada. Let's meet up and actually discuss. So we met in a public place at the mall. Here comes Shakira, her little short self.
Right.
I'm like, you views from the Ville? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I thought you was a dude this whole time.
Wow.
So it was just like, I stayed professional. She got back with me, pretty prompt. And I really just, really just appreciate that promptness because she got back to me fast whenever I said I wanted to intern because I guess she never experienced something like that.
Right.
So I just, I was appreciative.
So in the midst of building up Views from the Ville, which is an amazing platform for, local artists and just, Ville life culture, Fayetteville, what we talking about. You're following the footsteps and building your own brand with the
Baby Talk TV LLC.
Yeah.
So I got my inspiration again from Shakira because she wants me to be great, which is why she gave me the name Baby G. The G stand for GOAT.
Right.
And so I took my inspiration from her and saw how she was doing her thing with her platform. I was like, I could do this, but with my journalism. And so I created Baby Talk TV around the end of March. Told her what I was trying to do. She was like, I'm for it, yada, yada, yada. Got my LLC and launched in April. And at first, I was so nervous because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know what, format I'm going to use. I don't know how I'm going to get to people. And like, when I launched it, it was rough because I had to find like a template, how I want my page to look. But soon as I launched it, she gave me like so much inspiration. Like, you can do it. I'm proud of you. Yada yada yada. And I was like, man, I gotta make sure this, pop.
Right.
Because Shakira's telling me that she's proud of me and everything. And I told her I was getting my LLC. She was like really the main person in my corner when I was going through that. It wasn't a depressing time. It was just I kind of wanted to do my own thing, and people wasn't really feeling it. And so whenever she was there for me and I launched, she was just like, man, I'm proud of you. Keep going. So now Baby Talk TV is on the road to 300 followers. And I've only been up since April.
Right.
And so I do journalism, I do event coverage. I'm about to work on doing live reporting, but the way is going to be like my way of doing it, not your regular. We're here today. Da, 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 da. I'm be like, nah, we here today, y'all. Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm working, it's building. Every day is getting bigger. Every day I try to do something, like put my face out there so people know that it's a brand now, and I'm a journalist, and this is what I want to do. So,
right. And happy birthday.
Thank you.
You just turned 21?
Yes, 21.
21.
Yes.
Wow. Little party with
Listen,
seeing you was turned
my
up.
party, let me tell you, because that didn't even go the way I planned it to go.
Why you say that?
Because, okay, I'm a 2000s baby. I grew up going to the pool, right?
Right.
And so, every summer we had the pool. You going to the pool today? Hell yeah, we going to the pool today. So, I wanted to have a pool party for my 21st birthday.
Right.
But everybody was like, no, we not renting out our space. You can't have more than 10 people. I'm like, who do y'all think I am? You know what I'm saying? And so I was just like, man, whatever. So we didn't have the pool party, but I had got this opportunity. Shout out to Chop Man. I reached out to him because I seen one of our fellow associates post a flyer with K Camp. And so I reached out to him. I was like, listen, man, my birthday ain't going how I needed to go. Is there any way I could celebrate my birthday with K Camp? He was like, "How old you turning?" I said, 21, man. He was like, "How old your friends? They younger?" I was like, "No, I'm the baby out of everybody. So this gotta be, you know." And he was like, "Yeah, I'll put you on the flyer." And I was like, "Oh my God." So that's how that happened. So whenever we went to Club Vibe and K Camp got there, he wasn't even there 30 minutes. And I had fun, but he wasn't even there 30 minutes because, you know, people in Fayetteville always gotta start fighting.
They fought at the birthday party.
Yeah, and I was just like, bruh, the man ain't even been on the stage 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Can we just be a little bit more civil? Because I wanted to, because I was really enjoying myself. You know, I've been drinking. I was looking good, yada, yada, yada. My friends from Goldsboro came to turn up with me. And I can't even put my city on as far as the Ville go because y'all want to fight.
Right.
And so I had fun, but if you know, if things didn't go the way they did, I feel like it would have been better. But I did, you know, get footage of K Camp performing, posted it on my page. Everybody was rocking with it. They asked me what happened, what happened. I was like, man, people was fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to K Camp. Also, you know, when you first got to the Ville, what did you think about the music scene in the Ville?
As far as like locally,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I ain't know nothing about it.
Know nothing about nothing.
I came here for school. You know, that was my mindset. So whenever I seen, you know, Shakira, that's when I started tapping in with the local music culture. I think like the first song I might have heard locally, probably Uno.
Probably Uno.
Yeah, probably one of his songs.
Wow.
But I really didn't, cause I remember when we went to the Hidden Gems, and that was like my first big event with her. And I met Uno, I met Millie, I met Vi. Who else I met? I met G Rock. I met a lot of good people. And so those were the ones that really put me on to listening to local music. Now I can't stay away from it. I would rather listen to my people in Fayetteville than a lot of mainstream. I don't even really listen to mainstream. If you know me, know me.
For real.
Yeah. Like when mainstream stuff happen, if people jump on it, I'm like the last person to listen to it. That's just how I am because I'd rather listen to what James Vader or Mikey Wang or what Clark putting on. You know what I'm saying? Like Clark just dropped the whole album.
Was you early? Was you early with Moray?
No, because like I said, I'm not from the Ville. So whenever we found out, me and Shakira was on the same wave. So whenever we both found out, that was like, where this guy come from? As far as Shakira, because she had been doing views for a long time, like maybe 4 or 5 years.
Right.
And she had really not even heard of him. So when she found out about Quicksand, and everything, she was like, where did he come from?
Yeah, like somebody sent somebody sent me the video and said, man, I think you should get him on the podcast. And I was like, dude, this dude has like almost 1 million views already. Like, how in the world?
It's Shakira.
You can say hi to Shakira.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm like, how y'all think I'm gonna get him on the podcast?
Like I said, she had been doing this. Hey. So we recording.
Shakira, we're doing a podcast right now.
we gonna be finishing up in a second. Just give me a second. And then we're gonna be doing the other segment.
She been saying mad mean things about you too, Shakira.
Don't cap in front of people. Look, yeah, you hear her?
So many mean things.
Shakira already know what time it is.
All right, Shakira, we'll get back to you in a second, baby. All right.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all good.
Like I said, we didn't know about Murray until Quicksand.
Right.
And so whenever we had met him, we met him in person at the Trenches video. And Shakira talked to him and stuff like that. But the crazy thing about that day,
the Trenches video, is that the video where she hugs?
Yeah, and
Shakira?
you seen, and you seen them.
So I went back and watched that video because I was like, I'm about to see Shakira in this video. And then when I kind of like almost seen like a little piece, and I was like,
bro, let me tell you,
I couldn't put in my girl in the video for 2 seconds.
Listen,
all them
because we were all hoping that Shakira was gonna be in it, like because that was the day she quit her job, and she wore her shirt.
She wore the shirt, and I was so hoping to see that in the video.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna tell you, it was hot that day.
It looked hot. Yeah, you can
Oh,
curse.
it was hot as hell that day, and I was just like, damn. And so they did so many shots, right? And Shakira was in at least probably 75 to 80% of the shots. And so I guess whenever whoever was directing or went back in post production and stuff like that, they were like, I guess they didn't want to put certain clips in there because, as you see from that video, they had shot somewhere at a church,
right?
And so I guess they were just trying to, balance it out. But he did post Shakira on his page when, she had her shirt on. And that was the day we was all like, go tag, I quit my job for this. Go tag Views from the Ville, yada, 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 yada. And so, she did get her props in a sense, but we would have loved to see her in that video.
Me
like,
too. I was rooting for her heavy to see in the video because I felt that when she could have quit a job. Because every time she say that, I feel her. I definitely feel her so much. Now we've talked about Shakira a lot, but we here to interview you.
I'm sorry, but I'm telling you,
it's all love. We love Shakira. We love her. She done been on the pod. She done been on the pod. She done been on
let's
the pod.
Talk about Baby G.
Let's get to your journey. Is there anybody in journalism that you'd admire that kind of gave you the blueprint or a path to say like, hey, I can do this?
As far as mainstream, it's more of not a person, more of like a blog or something like that. Like I look up to like Complex a lot.
Yeah.
Just generally, I don't know like any of their writers, but as far as how they present themselves and how they do and be like have that urban take on things, I'm very inspired by them, and I'm inspired by people at my school, Fayetteville State.
Bronco Pride
already attitude check, you already know. But people at my school like these two girls, Kiana Smith and Desire Chisholm. I will always remember them. Like I still talk to Key sometimes to this day, but they really showed me a lot as Black women. You know what I'm saying? Desire was she wants to be a film director. She looks up to Ava DuVernay and all them and those good people like Jordan Peele and stuff like that. And Kiana, she shows me every day that she's great. She's an amazing writer. She's an amazing reporter. She has her own blog called Alchemy Mag on Instagram. She is so amazing, and they inspire me. They inspired me when I met them my sophomore year at FSU. Like we were all in the class together, and it was like we write for the newspaper. We do Bronco TV, and I was like, wow.
Bronco TV.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out.
Well, I don't. When I go back, I don't know how functioning is going to be.
Okay.
But the newspaper gonna be popping because I'm editor in chief.
Editor in chief, man. That is so freaking.
Yeah,
dope.
I got so many ideas for this newspaper, man. It's gonna be crazy. And my advisor, she loves me so much, and I just appreciate her so much. Dr. Alana Smith, man. I really she pushes me to write. Like if you ever read my stuff, I got her voice in my head every time. Wow. And so when she approached me, she was like, I think you would be like a great fit for editor in chief next semester. Let me know. She wasn't like pushing it on me, but she really wanted me to do it. She was like, just let me know. And so I thought about it for a couple days, and I was like, I don't know, it's gonna be a challenge. And I was just like, fuck, let's do it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll get right back to you guys. Best Conversations Podcast. Best Conversations Podcast. We back with Baby G, the baby goat. Maybe before I leave here, I can figure out your real name.
Maybe.
Maybe
off camera.
Off camera. Yeah. Okay. Say less. All right. Being a hip hop journalist, a lot of not just hip hop, a cultural journalist. Who in the city, Fayetteville, or just in North Carolina in general, old heads, or people that's not paying attention, give me 5 up and coming artists that we should be looking out for?
Okay. First, I would say our artist London. She's very new, but she is very amazing.
I heard that you had an artist I'm working
Yes,
with.
her name is London. She is Views from the Ville's artist. We're working. Me and Shakira manage her. We're working on rebranding her, getting her name back out there. But she is an amazing spirit.
London.
Yes,
Okay.
LNDN.
All right.
She is very amazing. London. Who I listen to? I really think my boy. His name is Validity.
Okay.
But I know him by S Dot, but his rapper name is Nameless
Okay.
Validity.
Gotcha.
And I want to say it right because that's his artist
Okay.
name. But that man is a beast. He
Okay.
just he has a listening party on Friday for 10 Lights 3. That's I guess his EP that's
Okay.
coming out. But he's good. Who else I listen to on the regular? James Vader
Right.
beast. I really like that Get
I
Rich
I
Before My
I
Mama
love
Die.
I like James Bay. I like his bread. I like everything he does. It like he does it to make sense. Like
Facts.
it seems like it's an important. I like James Bay.
Yeah, it's 4,700 all the way around.
Yeah.
Um, who else I think? He's very new, but his name is OD. He's an engineer, but he makes music as well, and he's very talented. Very low key, but very talented.
Okay.
And last but not least, Clark.
Clark.
He just dropped the album called Respect. Probably one of the most anticipated albums in his career. And when I tell you, this is an album really before its time. It's amazing. Like every song, every feature, everything about that album is timeless.
Mm-hmm.
And he has worked with some of the greatest producers like Mark Bull, OD, NK Music. He is a musical genius. And so his family comes from music. I know him on another level, but his family comes from music, and I just see him like working every single day, pushing his album, doing what he needs to do. Really, I feel like Clark or S. Dot or Vader needs to be the next to blow out of here. If not all of them at the same time.
Absolutely. All right. Let's put in your journalism hat. If you had to write about now, have you seen a little controversy that little the baby's going through
About what he said about like
yeah
LGBT community
yeah
and stuff.
if you had to write about that, what would be your thoughts on it?
Um, I feel like, of course, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but if you're going to be a public figure, and if I was writing about it, I would, of course, this would be an opinion piece, but I would feel like you shouldn't be saying certain things as a public figure. You're in the public, you know what I'm saying? So you kind of have to be cautious about what you're saying. And so not saying I have people in my family that's a part of that community. So in a sense, I'm like, I'm offended, you know? But
Right.
he did apologize, not in the best way, but he did apologize. But my thing is, and I kind of consider myself a part of it because I consider myself gender fluid. You know what I'm saying? So in a sense, it was offensive. But if I was writing about it, I would just be like, make sure y'all are watching what you say. Um, People are watching you. You probably have supporters a part of that community.
Absolutely, because
You know?
I heard him say it was somebody in the front row that was gay, but they was rocking with me, going crazy. But at the same time, you just told people that suck the walk on, you know
Right,
what I mean?
yeah,
I'm
like
like,
come on,
what
man.
are you
Like
talking about?
exactly, like you gotta be conscious of what you're
Conscious,
saying and
right?
who is in the crowd. Like you never know who could be there, you know what I'm saying? Just being that you're a public figure, I feel like you shouldn't even be talking down.
Right.
Because they worked hard to get what they have and to get their rights. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
Absolutely.
they not too far from the black community. We had to
Right.
fight hard for the shit that we got, you know what I'm saying? So
Really
really, everybody everybody is trying to accomplish the same goal.
Right.
It ain't no point in trying to talk down the next person when we all doing the same thing. You
Mm-hmm.
know? So I just feel like with him, and probably because he's so out there, he just need
Right.
to watch what he say. You know?
Absolutely. J. Cole. What's your thoughts on J. Cole?
I'm gonna be real. I feel like certain things need to be done, but he hasn't done them.
So you feel like he could do more for the Ville or just North
Yes.
Carolina in general?
Yes. But I have heard things about how
Have you ever met J.
Ville.
Cole?
Mm-mm.
Me neither.
I know people around me have
I know too.
Yeah, but
I know people around me that met him too.
Yeah, so it's just crazy. I mean, I know the time is coming because I'm around the right people. I done met Murray, talked to him, had a conversation.
I just seen that.
Yeah, like I'm just in the right with the right people. So like as far as J. Cole goes though, I feel like I have heard stories of how like DeVille wasn't as accepting of him. And so that's why he went to New York.
Right.
And so but my thing is if you're gonna talk about 2-6, talk about DeVille in your music, you could at least do more. Exactly. You know, I ain't even from here, but 2-6, I'm there. That's who I associate myself with, and that's who's been accepting me. So, as far as J. Cole, I feel like if you're gonna rep it, you should at least do more for it. Like Murray, he came back, and I promise you, every vendor that was at the Sunday on the Square event, every vendor he bought something or donated. He didn't care. He was just like, "You doing what? Cool." You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as they were engaging with him, he showed support. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I feel like stuff like that, maybe because J. Cole is a bigger artist, but if that's your city, you should be here, at least, donating to the schools or coming to, put on a festival just for people, little stuff.
I mean, he do put on a little festival called Dreamville.
But how many North Carolina artists are in it,
I'm pretty sure there's some on a smaller level.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like if you from here, you need to put on for all the North Carolina, like have like Carolina Barbecue Fest, right?
Right.
That was mainly North Carolina artists that was there.
But if I'm gonna say this, and I'm just playing devil's advocate. A lot of people do a lot of things behind the scenes. Donate a lot of money or do things behind the scenes. Some people, just because it's not on social media or Instagram, it doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
Right.
A lot of people don't want to associate their name with things, but they don't mean that they're doing it. So I'm guessing that's maybe J. Cole's way of giving back.
It could be.
It could
be. I'm not putting it past him because he seems like a low key person. Like I'm gonna be real. Like I feel like J. Cole is the most low key person because I still haven't seen his wife. I still haven't seen his 2 sons.
Right.
So like you probably right.
It's dope as hell to be that low key.
Yeah, like he real low key. I haven't seen no pictures, no TMZ, none of that of his like wife and kids and stuff. So I mean, you could be right. I'm not gonna put it past him, but still, I feel like there should be some more stuff being done. At least me seeing it from the outside looking in, because like the stuff I do see, it's more people that's already here putting on. Like King Jones, he just put on Sunday for the Square, and he did previous events for the community. But if you're gonna do it like Murray, he had a community video shoot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's minor ways to do it, but I don't, like you said, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe I'll find out one day.
Now, how do you feel? How do you feel with your new role of being chief? Was it
editor in chief?
Editor in chief. Are you gonna be strict with deadlines and things like that? I mean, you got people under you and all this other stuff.
I'm not gonna be no hard ass, but I mean, when it's time for business, it's time for business, So me as editor in chief, the way I see it, because I already got our first meeting planned out, so it's gonna be like I want everybody to get to know each other, camaraderie, that type of thing, be comfortable. But when it comes to writing, I really want people to push for greatness. Like if you knew, I'm probably be on your ass. Like, when I was here, I started out like this. I'm not gonna pressure nobody, but still, I want the best to come from it because that's how my advisor pushed me. She was like, you're doing good, but I need you to do this type shit. So I'm probably gonna be that leader. That's not so lenient that you can just get by, but if you don't turn in the story, I'm gonna have something to say because I'm gonna push myself to turn in. My goal this year is probably gonna be to drop 2 to 3 stories every deadline. And last semester I was working on, well, it was COVID too, so we really had different deadlines, but I pushed a story every week.
Okay.
But now that I'm editor in chief, I have to up that.
Now, do you deal with things like with the sports and all that other stuff too, or do you just?
What you mean, like?
Like it's about to be football season. Do you
like coverage for it and stuff?
Not less coverage, but do like whoever covers the sports part of the paper
Oh
is
yeah, we
just
have like different editors, but you're free to write whatever. It's
okay.
just whoever that editor is,
Hmm.
they would probably be more generated to writing that
Okay.
for that section because we have different sections. As editor in chief, I could write whatever for
Hmm.
any section
Okay.
and edit any section. Um, but me personally, I probably would get more into doing it
Hmm.
because like you said, season's coming back. COVID still here, but not as strict. So we
Right.
want to see more of what's going on at Fayetteville State. So I just hope that this semester is a little bit more normal
Hmm.
because when I first got here, it was like great. I just didn't know nobody.
Right.
But now that I'm here and I know some people, COVID happened. I couldn't do what I wanted. So
Right.
hopefully, being that this is my last year, I can get a lot of things accomplished.
Got you.
Mhm.
As we wrap up, um, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 6 years? If you got your camera on your arm, um,
Oh yeah, my sleeve. I recently just got this.
um, do you want to see yourself more in the light of behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, writing? Where where
Um,
where, where do you see yourself
I see
becoming?
myself being versatile, well rounded, being able to do both
Okay.
because I'm not just one skill person.
Mhm.
Like if you go to my page, a lot of the content is original, so that means I shot it, I edited it,
Mhm.
and I posted it. I wrote the caption, I wrote the story, so I'm very well rounded. So in the next 5 to 6 years, I'll probably be 25, 26. I told myself I wanted to be a millionaire, and I will be a millionaire, and I will be pushing my brand, and I'll just be for the city, pushing for the city, putting on. Not saying I'm gonna be famous, but I'm gonna have some bread, and I'm gonna push for the city, push my brand, push views from the Ville, make sure everybody's straight because without y'all, it wouldn't be no me.
Absolutely.
So I just
Yes.
wanna, I just wanna give back not the most obvious way, but basically the most obvious way, which is donating, putting it back into the community type stuff. So by then I'm gonna be probably have my own podcast, probably have
You should be.
TV
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
I'm
You,
thinking about it.
yeah.
I actually was really thinking about it. That's why I was looking at your stuff. I'm like, I like this. But I want to have probably my own podcast. I just don't know if I want to do visual podcasts. I think I want to do just the audio.
Audio.
Yeah, and I seen on YouTube this platform called Soft White Underbelly, and I really like how they do their stuff,
Mhm.
and I'm thinking about doing it like that. They don't just interview, artists or
Mhm.
stuff like that. They interview real people. Like
Right.
they might interview somebody that's addicted to a substance, or they might interview
Oh,
somebody
that's
that's homeless.
homeless.
Yeah,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So I want to, of course, put on the artist and all that, but it's more than that. That's why I say I put on for the culture.
Right for the culture.
It's more than that,
And that's the direction I've been going in. Like I haven't really had a well, I guess my last episode with artists, but with artists, but it's like the behind the scenes people I've been talking to lately.
Yeah.
Like my guy Cool Cannon, that's like one of the dopest cameramen.
Hmm.
A journalist like you, that's a woman, that's you know we have to show these kids you can do more than just rap and sing and
Exactly.
dance.
That's what I'm telling you.
It's
Got to
so
change the dynamic.
there's so much more that we can all do and be great in. But baby G, I really appreciate you coming through.
Thank you so much.
Um, I wish nothing but blessings and greatness for you and everything you got coming up. And I look forward to reading your stuff. I look
Thank
for
you.
you continue to building your brand, views from the Ville, uh, baby
Baby Talk TV.
baby talk TV,
Yes.
and I also look to maybe being on there in one day. So
Look, I'm telling you, the podcast is coming. When we get off this camera, I'm gonna ask you about this shit. Like, bruh, how much was it? Cause I need it.
all right, say less, say less,
Yeah.
say less. Anything else you want to plug? Want to let know the people before you get up out of here?
You already know it's your girl, Baby G, your local hood journalist. Repping for the 26 for the 919, and
Mm-hmm.
you already know. I just want to thank Best Conversations for having me up here today. Really, really blessed to have people in my corner that see the potential and see that I'm doing things for the city. So appreciate y'all. I appreciate Shakira. Shout out to Miss Shakira. Shakira say it twice. Y'all already know. Smoke. over that. You already know. Appreciate you so much.
Okay. As she said, all right, man, it was another edition of Best Conversations Podcast. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and, whatever else y'all do. Man, we end this thing.
You talking about whatever else y'all
whatever
do.
whatever else y'all do out there to share this. TikToking, I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh.
I don't know. Whatever else y'all do. But thanks again to Brody, Press Play Studios, Greensboro, North Carolina. Everybody else, man. Thank y'all. Keep God first.
Always.
And I promise everything else will work itself out. Baby G, Killer TV, out.